All right, folks, you are live with Dr. Chapa. Let me just tell you, I'm excited to see all you smiling faces and ready to rock and roll on another night where we get to learn how to live better, be better, stay better, one bite at a time. And this is one of my favorite things to do is educate, teach people what's going on in their body, why their body is breaking down, and what they can do to fix it. This is exciting. And I hope that tonight is just another one of those testimonies of good tidings, that there is hope in the world when it comes to taking care of you. And we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, the liver. The liver's the giver is what we called it in school. And if you take care of the liver, it will take care of you. And I just want you to share this show with your friends, family, and loved ones. I want you to share it on all the social media platforms. Get the message out there that if persons that you love and care about are struggling in their health in any way, shape, and form, there's a strong propensity that the liver is going to be involved in some capacity. So be encouraged that tonight is a night where we can tap into and use the gift of the liver and support the liver in many of the ways that I've been teaching for 20 years on how to live better, be better, stay better, and strengthen the liver and see people's symptom patterns go away. And so without further ado, I just want to throw out there, this is a great opportunity. If you already know your liver is an issue, if you've already been diagnosed with some kind of named liver issue like fatty liver disease, or if you have and struggle with constipation issues, and Detox in a Box is something you've been on the fence about, I want to encourage you to jump onto the drchapawellness.com site and get your Detox in a Box today. Hit the button, go through the process, get to the Chapa is what I like to say. Get to the Chapa. And for those that have seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator, no, get to the Chapa. That's what you got to do right now. And the Detox in a Box, living well, vitality restoration program has been a detox that I have built in a practice around for 20 years and helping people live better, be better, stay better. And food is medicine, right? Detoxification is necessary. If you're not detoxing in the 21st century, you're missing a huge piece of your healthcare plan. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing this broadcast with your friends, family, and loved ones. And if you do have questions, please feel free to ask. That's what this time is for. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to walk away inspired. I want you to walk away going, you know what? This is something I want to do. I want to feel good, live good, and be good day in and day out. So my hope for you is that you will just stay with me to the end, and let's dive in and what we can do to master the liver that is the giver mindset, protecting your master detox organ. You see, all life starts and stops at the cellular level, and nutrition is the fundamental backbone that drives nutrition onward, upward, goodward, and Godward. And so when a person is feeling their best and living their best, their body's cell structure will improve. Their body will thrive. It all starts at the cell. I've oftentimes said to people that you heal at the cell, heal the cell, and the cells, there's trillions of cells in our bodies that we can get life to and life abundant. If you have a bunch of what we call worn out cells, they're called zombie cells. There's essentially cells that have they're still stuck with you, but their useful life is past their prime. And all of a sudden now they're misfiring. They're not at their best day in and day out. So we want to give you an opportunity to recognize there are zombie cells in my body, like the zombie cells from like the movie that Michael Jackson did, in that song. And so here's the deal, man. If you've got trillions of cells in your body, and if cells come together to make tissues, and tissues come together to make organs, and if organs come together to make systems, and systems makes you a unified vessel, and you're on what we call the accelerated aging curve, that means that you have symptom patterns you weren't genetically born with. Guess what? What you eat's important, but what you don't eat is more important. And we've got to heal the cell. We've got to get to the root cause. We've got to get inflammation down. So if you are struggling to live your best, be your best, and stay your best day in and day out, Detox in a Box could be a vitality plan So tonight, as we dive into this further, guess what we're going to discover? How to heal the cell. How to heal the cell. And all life starts there. And if you want to go onward, upward, goodward, and Godward, one of my favorite little sayings, you've got to get this part right. So please join me as we go onward, upward, goodward, and Godward. And first and foremost, the way we stop weighing ourselves down from escalating into the stratosphere and being the best version of ourselves possible is we've got to stop weighing ourselves down with the crap. Oh, I hate to say the word on the air, but the reality is, guys, if you are eating this garbage, if you are allowing this to be in your healthcare plan, that's why you need detox. That's why you need to be recognizing that detox is a must in the 21st century because of this. If you're eating these foods in any way, shape, and form, you are getting into a bad situation of toxicity. Toxicity is a real problem. Toxicity simply means toxins are things that your body cannot use and cannot use well, and it causes those organ systems, those organs, those tissues, those cells to break down more rapidly, or worse, allowing these zombie cells to hang around our body. And it comes in the form of carbohydrates. We are living in carbohydrate central. If you are consuming bread, rice, cereal, pasta, excessive amounts of potato chips or cereals on the regular. And something I just learned the other day, great marketing. I never caught this before. If you're walking down the cereal aisle and you look at the eyes of all of the characters on cereal boxes, they're all looking down. Who are they looking at? They're looking at your children. And why are they looking at your children? Because the kiddos get so excited that Tony the Tiger's looking at them, or that little leprechaun is looking at them, or any of the things that are calling to them. They are marketing to your children. They are marketing to my children. And most of us have given in and allowed our kids to eat too many of these crap foods, the excessive amounts of refined carbohydrates, the excessive amount of bread, rice, cereal, pasta, cereals, and we are finding ourselves in a diabetic culture, a metabolically deranged culture, and that is what is causing your liver to backfire. Refined sugars, sodas, candies, cookies, ice cream, anything that is obviously refined. If it says high fructose corn syrup on the label, guess what? You are eating refined sugars. Refined means that it's been chemically processed in such a way that it is literally killing you. Oh my gosh. Did I just say that? Yeah, it's definitely not your friend. It's feeding the big C in your body. It's feeding the autoimmunity processes in the body. It's feeding inflammation in your body. You've got to get this out of your diet. So getting away from these refined sugars, these cookies, candies, cakes, ice creams. These refined sugars are wrecking inflammation in your body every moment you put one bite even. And then artificial ingredients, MSG, red 40, yellow 5, BHA, BHT, TBHQ, aspartame, sucralose. The list is long. There was more. I just couldn't fit it all on the screen. Oh my gosh. Do you realize, guys, these substances will essentially clog up your organ systems in your poor liver. It shouldn't need to be detoxed. It shouldn't need to be maintenance because you should be eating real food. But the reality is every one of these items on this list become your detriment. So if you're eating any and all of these foods, guess what? These are chemicals that are wrecking your brain. They are wrecking your digestive tract. They are wrecking and contaminating and chemically altering your liver's ability to perform well. Get that snapshot picture and know that this has to go. Processed food, burgers, fries, packaged food, box food. And I'm not saying like all burgers if you're making your own meat patties at home. I'm typically talking about the ones that come in a package. They are laced with MSG up above. They are the carbs. They are packaged crap. And they have every one of these CRAP model foods in there that are fake foods that are wrecking your gut lining and backing up your liver and slowing down your metabolic processes and causing your body to malfunction. You don't want to be malfunctioning anymore. You want your system running on full power, all 8 cylinders, making sure that everything's kicking butt, taking names, and that you are aging gracefully. So I think I beat this slide into the ground, and I think that you kind of got the point. If you are eating any of these foods are what is causing you to have symptom patterns you weren't genetically born with. They're clogging up your liver. They're causing your system not to perform like it wants to, and your poor liver now cannot keep up with the work. If you take care of your liver, it will take care of you. But if you don't, and yes, all the things on the CRAP list, too much fruit could also be, unfortunately, on that list. You do not have to be an alcoholic to develop a stressed out, congested, bogged down, cirrhotic, non-efficient, low-functioning liver. If the liver truly is the giver, which it has over 1,600 known pathways, and it degenerates into these inflamed states and these degenerative states and these inefficient states, and it begins to swell or cyst up like you see in my cool picture here, your stress level on your entire emotional state goes up. So when you meet people that need anger management, guess what? These are people that are dealing with high liver stress. Who knows somebody right now that's dealing with high liver stress? I do. I have had patients come in. They were cranky, irritable, frustrated, frankly, pissed off at the world. And it was because their liver was upset with them, pissed off at the world, so to speak. The liver's the giver. Do you see how big it is in this picture? This picture is not far off from scale in comparison. It's actually a little small. When you look at the size of the liver and how much it does for your body, you would make fast to detox the body. And that's why we want people to visit drchapawellness.com, get your detox in a box. It is a restoration vitality program focused on decreasing inflammation in the brain, the quarterback, the liver, the detox pathway, and manufacturing facility to get rid of trash, waste, and debris, kidney flushing and getting rid of chemicals and metals that our body is struggling to get rid of, and of course, healing and sealing the gut lining and restoring it back to full power, full function. So please, drchapawellness.com, check it out. Detox in a box is your restoration vitality key. It will change your life. And I've been watching this program affect people positively. We've got a cool course. We've got a community. We've got support. We've got all kinds of stuff to make this work. To decrease stress on your liver means to decrease stress on your body, and your body will thank you. You do not want your body to pay the price for a congested, clogged up, burned out liver that cannot keep up with the day-to-day. So why the liver matters? Well, I think I just got that message to you. It is involved in over 1,600 pathways. 1,600. It is involved in everything from for diabetes to blood pressure to skin issues to allergies to sinus trouble to lung trouble to any type of metabolic disorder diagnosis and or syndrome. That's the diagnostic, polydiagnostic, multi-diagnostic syndromes that are floating around. Metabolic syndrome, syndrome X, any of these autoimmune conditions. So why does the liver matter? Because the liver is involved in every process of the body. If you want more energy, take care of your liver. If you want more mental clarity, take care of your liver. If you want to sleep better at night and stop having wicked, wild, bizarre, funky, exotic dreams, then take care of your liver. And so I also take care of my liver regularly. Doesn't mean that I'm perfect all the time, but I'm doing what I need to do to maximize my liver's efficiency. I take liver support every day, every night, even at bedtime, because I want my liver to be prepared for bed rest going into the sleep cycle. The liver is most active between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. So if you're running hot, if you're dreaming at night excessively in wicked, wild, bizarre, funky type dreams, that is a sign that your liver cannot keep up with its day-to-day workload. And you're literally watching your liver, your brain take a bath, and your liver is not doing its job. So why does the liver matter? Because it's involved in every process of the body. And so if you want a healthy body, if you want to live long and prosper, so says, wait a second, Nano or Spock, that's the one we want, and then you must take care of your liver. Okay, so why does the liver matter? Is because it is the key manufacturing organ system that makes your system run and operate like it's supposed to. It filters 1.5 quarts of blood every minute. It breaks down hormones, toxins, medications, and causes your body to be set free of environmental chemicals that you're exposed to just by breathing in, drinking the wrong fluid, putting in alcohol, getting into over-the-counter medications. If you're taking a diagnostic medication, if you're on synthetic anything, chemicals from the food that you're eating, the air that you're breathing, the liver's involved. Isn't this really fascinating? If you want your blood to be cleansed, if you want your nervous system to be restorative, if you want your body to perform at best possible outcome level day in and day out, you've got to take care of the liver. So why does the liver matter? Once again, the liver matters because it is involved in so many biochemical processes, and it will help your body digest food. It'll help it digest specifically fats. It'll help your bile production come up so that you are regulating and healing the gut lining. Bile and cholesterol are good, healthy parts of our ecosystem digestively and in our blood for delivery of nutrients. This idea that we have to be afraid of cholesterol, we have to get people to understand the truth here that cholesterol is not to be demonized. Cholesterol is your friend. Cholesterol is a winner. It delivers nutrients. It detoxes the body. It repairs tissues until the vitamins, minerals, and restoration cycles come to aid the area in this form of storing glycogen, aka the storage form of glucose. It stores vitamins and minerals and helps your body get nutrients from point A to point B. I could talk about the liver for hours and hours and hours and hours. And so I really want you to grab hold of the power of the liver. Why does the liver matter? Okay, so why does the liver matter? Because when it is backed up, when it is burdened, when it is broken down, guess what? Your body will have symptom patterns. What kind of symptom patterns? It'll have circulatory symptom patterns, so blood pressure problems, swelling in the joints, what we call arthritis. I call it arthrongus because there's nothing rightus about it, man. And you know it's true. Nobody likes having knee pain, hip pain, back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, foot pain, ankle pain, fibromyalgia pain, the pain that's kind of everywhere in the body. When your liver is backed up, you're going to feel fatigued. You're not going to be able to get out of bed in the morning. You're going to be, tired and worn out, which is why I take liver support every day, breakfast, dinner, bedtime, so that I'm also giving my body, my liver, the ability to say, I'm thanking the liver by working hard, by giving it a treat first thing in the morning to say, you know what, you worked hard last night. Thank you for decreasing the inflammation. Thank you for pulling the brain fog. Thank you for balancing my hormones. Thank you for making my system run like it was supposed to. Thank you, liver. Oh, everybody right now, just rub your liver and say, thank you, liver. Thank you, liver. This is this one time where it's appropriate to touch yourself and make yourself feel like just pat yourself on the back. But I want you to literally pat yourself in the liver and say, right over your ribcage, you are doing a great job. I'm so proud of you, because every tissue, every cell, organ, every gland in your body will thrive whenever you take care of this system. I'm telling you, the liver loves you. And if you take care of the liver, you will have energy. If you take care of the liver, your joints won't hurt. Your body won't hurt. Your brain will be thriving and processing at warp speed, and your hormones will be in balance. For people that are infertile, liver support. For people that have hormone cycle problems, menopause problems, hot flash problems, the liver is a winner to support and to get into. I feel like I'm like one of those, Energizer Bunny talk guys that is trying to sell it. All right, can I get somebody over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Going once, going twice. It's sold to the woman in red. It's sold to the man in blue. It's sold to the little liver sitting beside you that's on your lap, wondering what this guy's talking about. The liver's the giver. No more fatigue, no more inflammation, no more brain fog, no more hormone chaos, and your body will begin to thrive. Why do we love the liver? Because the liver will take you to new heights, new levels, and you will thrive in a world where you're seeing people on the accelerated aging curve. People are literally struggling day in and day out because the liver is bogged down and burned out and worn out from bad water, bad air, bad chemical processed crap, all that refined excessive amounts of carbohydrate, refined sugars, artificial ingredients, and processed food, anything essentially with a label. If you take care of your liver will not be stressed, and neither will you. So digestive indications and skin indications that your liver is malfunctioning. Okay, this is powerful because this is how you know it's time to do a detox. And this is why I want you to go to the Detox in a Box. This is why I want you to tap in and get your tools ready, because if you're doing a detox with me twice a year, 42 days a year, you're going to see massive shift in how your body's performing. So digestive signs of greasy foods, in light colored stools, if you have painful sluggish bowels, if you have alternating diarrhea, water out your hiney, or loose stools, or even all the way to the hard pellets and pebbles, these are indicators that your liver is in distress. Yes, digestion is affected by your liver. And we have all, seen these symptoms, but they're not always liver. But when you see these patterns constantly, repeatedly happening in your week, in your day, every day even, these are indications that the liver is bogged down, backed up, and needing some extra support. If you got a history of gallstones, if you don't know if you've got a gallstone, I'm going to challenge and tell you that you probably do have gallstones. I remember the first gallbladder procedure that I did, the gallbladder flush that I did, I passed over 90 gallstones, and I've never had a symptom in my entire life. How is that possible? Well, I'm going to tell you how that's possible. That's possible because every one of us have eaten greasy foods, garbage foods, fake foods, make-believe foods, and it's clogged up our liver. Our liver needs to be maintained. Our liver needs to be detoxed. Well, gallstones aren't in the liver, Dr. Chapa. Au contraire, mon frere. The bile is made in the liver, stored in the gallbladder. So we're flushing both. You can see black stones from the liver, tan stones from the bile ducts, and green stones from the gallbladder. And so I've seen this time and time again, and I'm shocked still to date the amount of gallstones that I see come out of people even with no gallbladder, which means the gallbladder, in my humble opinion, grows back. How about them apples? Chew on that if you can. And so those of you that have removed your gallbladder and you think, oh, I don't need to do a gallbladder flush. Once again, that is not true. You need more probably than the person that has a gallbladder to do a flush, because you probably got liver stones and bile duct stones, and your body's ability to break down good healthy fats is no longer there. You're digestively incapacitated. And if you did grow back a gallbladder, we want to make sure that we're not going to lose another one or have these gallstones. Typically, people that have these issues, greasy foods upset their stomach, sluggish bowels, alternating from diarrhea to loose to hard, are people that are eating foods that are creating gallstones. And so it's not a genetic disorder. It's not a cardiovascular disorder. It's something that you're doing day in and day out that's causing it to clog up in your tissues. If your skin is itchy, your feet stink, if you have rashes or peeling on the soles of your feet, dry skin, patches of dry skin, excessive hair loss, bitter metallic taste in your mouth, especially in the morning, these are indications that the liver is in jeopardy. The liver is inflamed. The liver needs support. So I really want to challenge you guys. Your body is screaming for help. Are you listening? Are you paying attention? And if you're not, hey, don't sweat it. DrChopWellness.com can allow you to take some tests. We have some toxicity questionnaires over there. We got tools over there to educate you, courses that teach you where these toxins are coming from and what you need to and should be doing to regulate these processes. If you have neurological or emotional signs and symptoms, dizziness, blurred vision, feelings of being worried all the time, insecure, nightmares, irritability, signs of neurological distress, this is a classic indicator that the liver's stressed. Systemic and metabolic issues like burning feet, pain between the shoulder blades, especially on the right side, right neck even, are all classic liver gallbladder indicators, and they're one and the same, man. You don't want these symptoms showing up in your body, and sure as heck don't want them showing up in the form of brain fog and fatigue. We don't want them showing up in the form of headaches. We don't want them showing up in your cravings for sweets or the stinky breath. And I'm not talking about that in the morning. I'm talking about that is all day kind of stink breath. We want you smelling fresh, smelling good day in and day out. Why? Because you're special. You're awesome. And I want you to feel awesome and special. And you will perform better than everybody around you when you don't have neurological, emotional issues, systemic metabolic challenges, and your body's firing on all 8 cylinders. That's why we have people do detox with us 42 days a year with our Detox in a Box program at drchopwellness.com. So definitely some of my, favorite assessment tools and metrics are essentially blood markers and looking for, inflammation in the blood, because it is not just physical exam. This would validate a lot of people's, wonder if they have liver issues. Hey, you don't have to have a cirrhotic liver to have need. You could just have some enzymes like AST, ALT, GGT standard on my blood test. When I look at blood tests from a functional perspective, I am trying to get people to see that their blood markers will give them clues that they need to detox. And sometimes, guys, you got to do multiple detoxes. I've done 50 of these detoxes in order to get my system where I want it. I've done 30 gallbladder flushes. I've done juice feast. I've done sugar fast. I've done all kinds of things to see how the body performs best. Currently running a carnivore diet. Love carnivore. Been very successful at it. Seen great change, not just for me, but for a lot of people around me. So ALK phos, triglycerides, white blood cell differential, all these are classic tools that I use in my office to help people understand from a functional perspective that their body is breaking down and what they can do to resolve their issues. And I know that if you have symptom patterns that you were not genetically born with, if your doctor told you your blood work is fine, there's nothing to worry about, Mrs. Jones, guess what? I want to look at it, because when I look at your blood work, I'm going to find something. The blood work doesn't lie, but it doesn't always tell the truth. I want you to chew on that. How's that possible? Because when medicine looks at these numbers, I really want you to get this. When medicine looks at these numbers, medicine is looking at these numbers from a pathological perspective, not a functional perspective. So functional means I can transform you into a better version of you before it becomes diseased. If you wait till it is pathological, then you are set up for failure. You're just going to keep tracking down that, that symptom trail, diagnostic trail, to the point that they're going to remove your gallbladder, or they're going to start treating for some type of liver congestion problem, or tell you come back when it's worse, worse. That's the worst news possible. And so when I look at blood work and I look at, looking for anemias, metabolic panel shows, do you have iron-based anemias, B12 related anemias? Do you have low liver function and conversion rates? What is your thyroid doing in relationship to your liver? What is your digestive mineral markers look like in conjunction to your liver markers? So these things don't have to be all completely off the chain pathological to give me warrant and reason to help you start working on these systems and working the processes in the body. So you have to get this evaluated by somebody that understands. I understand blood work. I've been doing blood work for many, many, many long years. I teach doctors and other clinicians how to read blood work. And I have a way of evaluating blood work so people understand what is happening in their body, why their body's breaking down, and what they can do to fix it. It is a very easy process, and it should be done twice a year. It should be minimum once a year if you don't have the ability. But guess what? I give discounts on cash pay, discounts, because I can run a full ginormous panel looking at all aspects of your body. And when I look at all these functions of the body, I put together the pieces, and then I look at your diet. I listen to your physical exam, and all of a sudden we start to see the changes happening in your body that you have been after and wanting, that other doctors are just waiting for disease to show up. Stop waiting for disease and let's get after it. Or, man, If you don't want to do my full panel, we got to do this one. This one is the gold standard. MVX Plus. This evaluates toxicity, inflammation, nutrient absorption. I can cross-check all of these tests to help you on what I call the road to success by detoxing waste, trash, and debris that's been stored up in your body for years and years and years. And I can use this test to show you if you're progressing well on our care plans. I can use this test to help me know if I need to put more drainage support. I can help you cross-reference these to other resources that we do in the office in the form of muscle testing and organ-muscle relationships. And it is fascinating how the liver is involved in so many of these histories and organ reflexes and these tests. This test right here, we are running specials on right now. It is currently $65. It is a very inexpensive test, and it gives us a great deal of information to know if we're moving your healthcare needle forward. You'll have a test to prove whether or not you're absorbing better, if your inflammation is down, if your toxicity is down, and your body is moving in the direction you want it. Because then, of course, symptomatically, when you do your toxicity questionnaires, you're going to be feeling awesome, totally awesome. And I just love this test. So I definitely want you tapped in and coming into the office. Guys, if you're not coming into the office and you just want, help through an email or you're going to text, it's not the same. It really isn't. I mean, I do my best to help all of that and do what I can to be available to people on weekends and nights and whatnot. But the reality is if you're trying to doctor yourself through an email service, that ain't how we roll. It isn't realistic. You've got to be enrolled in care. And I mean, I've had people reach out to me and say, hey, I'm not getting results somewhere else. Can you look at my blood and my tests on an email? And I'm like, no, you can come in, like because there's magic that happens in the treatment room when you are invested, when you are taking this serious. If you're just kicking the health tires, so to speak, unfortunately, you probably aren't willing to make the changes. And, I hate that idea that it's, your life, your health, your choice, but it is. You have to be willing to do what you need to do to move your healthcare needle forward. So I definitely want to encourage you, don't sit on your laurels on this. Let's get after it. Let's get the liver involved in fixing how we're going to move your healthcare needle forward and help you feel better and live your best life day in and day out, all the days of your life. Fully functional in spirit, mind, and body. I really want you to grab hold of that message because you can. You do not have to suffer any longer. So what to do in supporting the liver? Well, we want to balance stress, get you sleeping better. We want to get your detox timing right. Most people don't realize it, but your liver is most active between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. We want you to make sure that you are supporting your liver, breakfast, dinner, bedtime, so that you're setting your liver up for success going into the sleep cycle. Then you're giving your liver a break and a restoration purge first thing in the morning to relieve itself of its hard work during the night so that it's ready for the work and job that it has to do tonight. So lifestyle matters. If you're stressed out, worn out, if you're not sleeping great, if you're having wicked, wild, bizarre, funky, exotic dreams, if you're waking up in the middle of the night to pee, if you're waking up with hot flashes, if you're waking up in jump scares, those are indications that your liver is not doing its job in the night cycle. If you're in the daytime and you have that metabolic kind of metally taste in your mouth, if you have bad breath all the day long, if you feel like your tummy's kind of like you don't break down fats very well, these are signs your liver needs some work, and we got to do some work directly on it. We could just simply do some castor oil packs topically on the liver. We could put peppermint and lemon on the liver. We could do a detox in a box and really overhaul the biochemical processes of the liver. We can hydrate. Oh my gosh, the body's many cries for water. I've mentioned this so many times. If you hydrate better, you're going to take care of your many processes in your body. And my mom just went to have a massage, and the massage person told her, hey, there's a great book. Now, I can't remember the exact title, but you can probably chat GPT it or Google it. But essentially, it is, you're not sick, you're dehydrated. And he just is a doctor that goes around talking about the power of hydration and salt in our water and making sure that we get the acidity levels down. And we do that through good, proper hydration. I've even heard medical doctors that I truly respect don't think you should drink a lot of water. I haven't seen that to be true. with the amount of garbage and junk in our lifestyle and as much trash as people are putting in their day in and day out world in their bodies, their body needs to be power washed. It needs to be minerally rich. And we got to make sure that the body is fully, able to clean itself on the regular with basic processes so that when we do our detox in a box, we don't have all the Herxheiming reactions where you have headaches and fatigue and nausea the first 2 or 3 days. That's not, I get it. Those are good signs that you're detoxing, but it's also positive signs that you are toxic. So if you have a ton of symptoms, like when I do a detox these days, or if I go off sugar and I don't have anything that's even remotely sweet for 30 days, I'm not craving an inkling to, gnaw my arm off. I'm not, yelling and causing a fuss and getting mad at people anymore. I'm starting to really it's just another day in paradise. I want people to understand that they don't have to stay in that funky trash where they are any longer. So I want you to recognize it's your life, your health, your choice, and make sure that you do the job that you need to do in taking care of you. Remove the crap, the excessive amounts of carbs, the refined sugars, the artificial ingredients, the processed foods, and make sure that you are doing your due diligence. It's your life, it's your health, it's your choice. And if you grab hold of that and you can appreciate that, you know what's going to happen? You're going to start thriving again. You're going to start feeling like you did 20 years ago. You're going to start reversing the accelerated aging curve, and you're going to start riding a wellness curve and feeling awesome and great and amazing day in and day out. So I just get so excited, and I hope that you guys are willing to share this message of hope and healing to people, because if they get these messages, if they come in and evaluate the blood work, they're going to see change in a very wonderful, robust way. So I just hope that, this is landing well with you as you are listening tonight and sharing, or think about who are you going to share this message with? Because if you simply took SP Cleanse, put, lemon and mint in your water, and you did phase 1, phase 2 detox, breakfast, dinner, bedtime for the rest of your life, you'd be ahead of the curve, especially in the 21st century. If you would do the 21-day detox, full body cleansing reset, 21 days in the beginning of the year, 21 days towards the end of the year. If you did it, even broke it up over 10 days in 4 segments and got close to the 42 days a year, I promise you inflammation in the brain, inflammation in the blood, inflammation in the gut would come down. Your joints would be more robust and more fresh. Your mind would be clearer. Your sleep would be more restful, and you'd get more growth hormone support. Your thyroid would be more metabolically balanced. Guys, I could go on and on. You'd be more fertile. You would literally thrive through your day. You wouldn't need an afternoon nap. You'd be up at 8:40 in the night, like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed like we are right now, chit-chatting and talking about health, wellness, and the next steps for you to be the best version of yourself. And if ongoing throughout the year, you use something like AF beta food to support your tissues, to improve liver function, guess what's going to happen? Your liver is going to thank you. It's not going to be cirrhotic anymore. It's going to be healthy, strong, vibrant, amazing. And those 1,600 pathways, they're going to be easily supported. And that's what I really want you to grab hold of. So this slide's important because it really emphasizes drchopwellness.com, the detox in a box, and you taking the bull by the horns and doing what you need to do. I've got quite a bit of people that have gone through detox with me, and I got a lot of people that we have in community right now that we're working through the process. Why? We want you to feel your best. You deserve it. You don't have to suffer anymore with these symptom patterns that you were not genetically born with. You can change. You can change and make the shift and make the run towards better success in your healthcare. So this is so foundational that you are doing these types of cleanses. Foundational nutritional support, making sure that your vitamin D levels are checked. If you're not coming in and let me look at your numbers, if you think they're running these numbers on standard panels, they're not. You have to ask for these types of things or find people that are advanced in their thinking. And that's why you want somebody like myself to read your blood work, to run your blood work, to help you make sure you're getting these numbers run. You could use programs like the colon sonia root program to eat up hemorrhoids or bile blockages in your liver and gallbladder. You can use the my gallbladder stress reduction plan, my gallbladder flush and liver flush cleanses to help you. in the functional endocrinology space, liver is always at the root. Yes, it's adrenals. Yes, it's sugar, but it's because the sugar is contaminating the liver and the detox needs aren't being met, and the body can't restore the adrenals, balance the thyroid, and create a space for healthy endocrine sex hormone output. This is what the liver's job is to do. So dive in and really grab hold of, what can I work on today? I can work on my liver. The liver's the giver. The liver takes care of me when I take care of it. If I de-stress the liver, my body will be less stressed metabolically, inflammatory wise. So this is a really powerful, powerful message that you can walk away with tonight and say, man, thank you, Dr. Chapa. Thank you for teaching me the power of the liver. We have tools in our office. We have tools in blood work. We have tools, to not just find if your liver's issues, like with the MBX test, but to use things like the MBX test to help you guide your healthcare forward. The liver's the giver. If you walk away from tonight and you realize you have tools, you have warning lights, if you have messaging happening and you're unsure how to process it, listen to your body's warning lights. The fact that you have any symptom right now, so go ahead and raise your hand in the chat if you got headaches, if you got high blood pressure, if you've got skin issues, if you're fatigued, if you're needing an afternoon nap, if you're leaning into rocket fuel, basically stimulants to get through your day, if you wake up feeling nauseous and not even wanting to eat anything, if water, heaven forbid, makes you nauseous, guess what? Your liver is in jeopardy. You've got to fix it, support it. And guess what? 80% of your liver can be destroyed on a blood work and never show up. That's why you can't just look at the basic numbers. You got to look at it through the lens of a functional medicine practitioner like myself. So support your detox pathways daily, not just when you're in crisis, and support them every quarter, every 6 months if you have had a history of issues or if you want to just be well. You go to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned every 6 months. We want you to do a detox every 6 months. We really want you to probably do it every quarter if you've got a lot of crisis in your body, weight issues in your body, hormone problems in your body, and you use functional testing like the MVX, like our blood test, our full panels. You come in and let us teach you how to find where your body is glitching and what you can do to become preventative. True wellness is you never developing. I don't want to screen it and catch it early. I want to prevent it from ever happening. I want you fully functional in spirit, mind, and body forever and ever. Amen. Doesn't that sound like a plan? And so when you grab hold of these truths, guys, you will protect the liver and it will protect your life. That's the pathway to health. That's onward, upward, goodward, and Godward. That's what you deserve. And that's what I want to do in this process, is to see you thriving, see you winning, see you feeling like $1,000,000. I want you feeling your best, living your best, performing your best, because your family needs you. Your life and future self needs you. If you want to be the best version of you possible, then you must enroll yourself in these processes and become your own best advocate for health, wellness, and vitality. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing this message. Thank you for letting us teach you how to live better, be better, stay better, one bite at a time. I believe in this message. Share my message with your friends, family, and loved ones. Get on the socials. If whatever handle you are interested in, help me find you. Help come find me, follow me, share me, so that I can be a blessing to you and your family. I got a lot of passion for this stuff. I love seeing people make change. I love seeing people go through the process and winning, and it's so much fun. And I believe that you deserve to be the best version of you possible, and make sure that you are enrolled in your own healthcare plan. Don't wait until you are forced to get well. Most people spend the first half of their life attaining wealth and losing their health. Then they spend the back half of their life trying to spend all their wealth to attain some of their health, not even all of it. And that's sad. Remember, in the beginning, a disease is easy to fix because it's hard to recognize. In the end, disease is easy to recognize, hard to fix. So let's not wait till these disease processes turn into oak trees. Let's get after it right now and fix these issues before they become a problem, before they've got a name to it and a drug attached to it and a syndrome and everything else. And then your body could completely deteriorate on the accelerated aging curve. And let's pull you through this to a better place. Let's do the ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Come on, that is exciting. So thank you for tuning in. Share this message with your friends, family, and loved ones. Visit us at drchapawellness.com. Get enrolled in our Detox in a Box. Help us help you. Let us know what you need. And remember, Dr. Chapa loves ya. Y'all be blessed and do something amazing tonight. And we'll see you next Monday night, okay? Thank you.